Okay, Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry from 1974. I just had to do this because I found out Peter Fonda, who played Larry, what was his last name, Rader died, I think from cancer, so I had to do this. Of course, they also had the late Adam Rourke. He played Deke Summers. He died in '96, and Ronnie McDowell played the grocery store owner. He died back in '98, and yeah, Vic Morrow, who he got killed in that helicopter accident while he was filming Twilight Zone, the movie. So a lot of people from that movie have passed away, have passed away. So I had to do this. Dirty Mary, Crazy Mary, Dirty Larry, Crazy Mary is one of my favorite car chase movies of all time. Besides the Blues Brothers and Death Proof, even though Quentin Tarantino said he didn't like that movie he directed, but I still thought it was a kick-ass movie. Smoking the Bandit, to be honest, I never really saw Smoking the Bandit. I need to see that one day. Vanishing Point, never saw that. Gone in 60 Seconds, I've seen that. I know some people might not like it, but I've seen that movie. It's okay with Nicolas Cage. The remake, not the original. But anyway, Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry is about Larry Rader. He's a. I know he has something to do with NASCAR. I don't know if he I think he was already a NASCAR driver who got kicked out for doing bad stuff. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really watched the movie that much. He and his repairman, Deke Summers, played by the late Adam Rourke, and I already did a video of why. I always wondered why Adam Rourke never made it big. I mean, he's done cool movies, but never made it big, but you know how it is. And Susan George plays Mary Coombs. I think she's still alive. I haven't looked her up, but I think she's still living. I think she's British too. I think she was born in England. I could be wrong, but it's about Larry and Deke. They plan to rob a grocery store. To have Deke go to the store or the grocery store owner's house, take his daughter and wife. Not really hostage, just tie them up and you know how it is. So when Larry arrives, so he can get the money, and he and Deke would be out of. Okay, let me start over. Let me try to get this review right. So Deke, Larry drops him off to the store owner's house. The grocery store, who owns the grocery store, is George Strangler, if I can pronounce his last name right, played by the late Ronnie McDowell, who I thought did a great job. He's not credited in the movie; he's uncredited, if you know what that means. But Deke just arrives at the house to tie up his daughter and wife. I remember the scene where his wife was taking a shower, and Deke just comes in the shower, drags her. I mean, he doesn't rape her because this is a PG or PG-13, but he takes her and just ties her up while Larry goes to the grocery store to get the money. So he and Deke, they planned to get out of the town wherever they were at, but Mary, the girl that Larry was having a one night stand with, she decides to tag along for the ride. Love the scene where they pick up Deke, and Deke says, "What she's doing here? Her cut comes out of your share," and they eventually try to get away from the police. So the main police captain, played by Vic Morrow, Everett. What was his character's name? Everett. I'll say Everett. I can't pronounce his last name right now. I'm sorry, I forget. I write Small, like I said. I wrote his last name Small. But anyway, he's the police captain, and he's really obsessed with catching, Larry, Deke, and Mary. They take off in the, what was that car? Not the 76, or I think they take off in that blue Cadillac first, but later on they're trying to get to the 1974 Dodge Challenger. If I'm pronouncing the car right, the yellow Dodge Challenger, so they could that car go faster, so they can escape. I'm sorry, you know how I am. so they can eventually escape from the police, and especially Mick Morris' character, Captain Everett. And later in the movie, he wants the helicopter so bad. He wants the town's helicopter so he could think he can have enough. Think he can catch Larry and Deke faster, but he eventually runs out of fuel. And I remember the pilot tells him, "We don't have a lot of fuel left." First, he says, "Nah, I can take him. It doesn't matter." But his plan doesn't go well. And that's basically it. I don't want to give too much away. There's some cool scenes involving when they go to the bar and play pool. They go to the flea market. You know those flea markets outside where you've been to one of those markets outside where they buy stuff. I mean, buy stuff like antiques and whatever. But the chase scene is eventually funny, especially with that one cop who was also obsessed, trying to get Larry, Deke, and Mary. At one point in the movie, he calls them a long hair faggot or whatever. That's just harsh. That's too harsh. Back in the day, you can call people the F word, the faggot, but nowadays, gay people will be offended. But some probably won't. They're cool about it. You know what I mean. Anyway, Dirty Mary, Crazy Mary, Dirty. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. You know how when I do these videos, I always mess up everything. But anyway, the ending of this movie is one of the most tragic endings. I'm not going to tell you what the ending. I'm not going to tell you what the ending is, but you're just going to have to watch it for yourself. Some people might say they got what they deserve, but it's still one of the most tragic and messed up endings. Well, I mean, I can't really call them heroes, but still. Anyway, check out Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry. And I forgot, the song at the beginning of the movie is outstanding. I love that song. Let's see if I can remember it. If time goes by, you turn around and it's gone. Time after time. Dun, dun, dun. That's also played at the end of the movie. It's a cool song with a tragic ending. Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry is one of the all-time favorite car chase films of all time in the 70s. But anyway, I'm about to end this video, and please subscribe to my channel if you want to subscribe to my channel. Like I always say, you don't have to like me, you don't have to respect me, just subscribe, baby. But check out Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry. And rest in peace, Peter Fonda, who recently passed. It's a cool 1974 car chase film, and I love the 1974 Dodge Challenger. That's it. Have a good night.